Right, are we good? What is up, everyone? How are you doing? Welcome back to another video. It feels so weird to be back and like talking to a camera again after 3 months off of YouTube. I can't believe I took that much time off, to be honest. But at the same time, it was really nice and I think really much needed. But here I am again, and I actually have a lot to catch you guys up on. I wrote what I need to talk about. I debated on whether or not I should even do like an intro video, meaning a reintroduction. At first I thought, I don't want to be personal on the internet anymore. I don't want to share all these like small details about my life with my subscribers, and then I realized like, why not? This is definitely going to help somebody, and it'll definitely help you guys connect with me better. And if you're going through the same thing that I am, or if you are just an extreme introvert like me, it's nice to have friends on the internet. These are the catch-up topics that I wanted to do, and I also asked you guys to ask me questions on Instagram, or just like tell me topics you want me to go over. Wow, there's a couple things. So as you might or might not know, I'm currently a registered dietitian. I work in the hospital as a clinical dietitian, and I'm also a yoga teacher, and I'm also a student. Yes, I am still studying. When I first started going to college, my first initial goal was to actually become a physician. So that is still in the works. After I've become a dietitian, I wanted to major in nutrition because I found out about plant-based nutrition. But after that, I started working as a clinical dietitian, and just to rack up some like hours of clinical experience, being in the hospital, learning about all these things, and also just creating a little bit of space for me to decompress from school before I start up again. So now I'm starting up my prerequisite classes. I have to take 2 or 3 courses depending on the schools that I'm applying to, but I definitely think I should take all of the courses. So I have to take physics, organic chemistry, and biochemistry. And I was supposed to be like taking my MCAT and studying for that and applying to med school like next year. But last semester, so last fall when I started up again, which maybe you saw those vlogs already where I was like, oh, going back to school, how fun. I royally fucked up and I put too much on my plate, and that's why I had to stop doing YouTube. That's why I eventually had to drop those classes. I had to withdraw from them. So now I have 2 W's in my 2 prerequisites. It was like literally too much for me. I never had a problem in school. I think I've been blessed with really good brain genes, and I'm also like very dedicated to studying and understanding things. So when I put the time in, I can really understand a concept if I really need to. But my problem was that I was also trying to work 3 jobs as well as going to school at the same time. There were a lot of things that I just could not drop at the moment, and school to me was the only thing that I thought would be the best thing to drop, and I would just have to start over again. So I officially dropped from both of my classes in November, and throughout November, December, I was just working a lot and like trying to make as much content as I could. And then I went to the Philippines in the beginning of January all the way until February. Luckily, I like escaped the whole coronavirus hold up blockage in the Philippines as well as in Korea, because our stopover was in Korea, and right when we got back like a week later, there were no more flights coming in and out of Korea. So that was it was really good timing basically. The whole break from YouTube has just made me realize that my real purpose is to go to school. Like all the social media stuff is secondary. I love you guys, but at the same time, you're not really my priority, as hard as it is to say. But even then, I feel like it still means something that I'm coming here and like keeping you guys updated, because I could easily just not be on social media at all. But the fact that I keep getting emails and messages about my route and questions and advice about like being a dietitian or going into med school or how to study, those messages keep coming in. So it still really means a lot to me to be here, and it's still very, very fulfilling. But at the same time, like when it comes down to it and I have to crack the whip, school is always going to be first. So that's what's going on for me, for like my career and med school and what happened and blah blah blah. I'm just trying to start over. I didn't fail, I just found another way that didn't work. All right, so the next topic that I wanted to go over is, this new living situation. I'm in a new place. Hello, hello. I've been living in a bunch of different places. So it's always been in the same city, but I just keep moving around. I went to college across the country for a couple of years. That's where I started this YouTube channel. And then I came back to finish my nutrition and dietetics degree. And then after I graduated, I moved back to my parents' house and then moved from my parents' house after like a year or so to my sister's house. And I think that's where like the YouTube kind of stopped or slowed down, because I wanted to film myself in the kitchen. I wanted to film myself talking, but I just honestly never felt that comfortable around like filming around my sister, her husband, and their kids. I just didn't want to put my niece and nephew on the camera too much, because they're also very wary of putting their children on social media, and I wanted to respect that. So then finally after that, now my boyfriend and I moved into this new place. I feel like I have my own essence in it enough, and it feels like well, it's our space, but like my space enough for me to be comfortable to whip out a camera and start vlogging on the regular. We plan on staying here for a while, at least until I get into a med school, and we'll just go like wherever I get into. As for my boyfriend currently, so his name is Luke. I don't think I've ever shown him on this channel, or if I have, it's been snippets. I don't know, it's just never been like a huge thing to me to put him on social media, and I think it's just because I have been scarred in the past with other boyfriends. I didn't want to keep introducing people to you guys without it really being a serious thing. I wanted to have a really long period of time before I introduced Luke. I know I'm never ever obligated to share any of this private stuff with you guys, and I really, really love that you respect that about my life. I'm just really grateful, because all of you, I feel I've attracted such a great tribe. I feel like I've attracted such a wonderful audience. Anyway, Luke and I have been dating for about a year and a half now, who is my very best friend in the whole world. And never in a million years did I think that I would ever find somebody that I enjoy spending time with him. It's just like so easy to be myself, and so easy to like be in my own space with him also, and just like enjoy what I truly enjoy and be who I truly am with him. When you are 100% yourself with somebody and you feel accepted no matter what, going into that relationship is no different. And even now, like a year and a half later, I still feel like I'm hanging out with my best friend every single day. And now that he's back, because he worked up north for a really long time, so we had like a long distance relationship last year, which is probably why you didn't really see him that much anyway. Now that he's here and we're living together, it's just like I'm living with another version of me that I get to make fun of and like laugh with every day, and it's great. He loves what I do on social media, although he doesn't really watch all my videos. And like when we were friends, I remember him saying, yo, I don't even watch any of your videos. And I was like, good, like keep it that way. Just hang out with me for who I am here. Like my videos are cool, but if you could hang out with me in person, that's way better than just watching a YouTube video. Yes, he is vegan. He wasn't vegan when we first started dating. I never mentioned anything about like, you should go vegan. I never asked him to do any of that stuff. All I asked was, I'm gonna eat plant-based, I'm gonna eat vegan, you eat whatever you want, but I'm also not going to kiss you if you've just eaten a cheeseburger. I never pushed anything, but eventually, a couple months down the line, his aunt had a massive heart attack, and she also like had a pulmonary embolism, and it was all due to unhealthy lifestyle. And from then on, like he loves his family so much, but it really affected him, and he was like, if my family is susceptible to this, then I don't want to be susceptible to it at all. And he knew from dating me and learning about what I've taught him and what I talk about, that switching to a plant-based diet was most likely in his best interest. So he has switched 100%. Well, I would say like 98%, because he's not, you know, we're all human. I would say I'm vegan, but like 99%, just because, you know, sometimes we accidentally eat stuff with that 0.2% whey in it. Like, why? That's him. And now that I've introduced him, I feel like I'm just more comfortable with talking about Luke and bringing him around and like just having him be part of this. And then I guess my next topic, these are all really good segues. My next topic is, what is this channel going to be moving forward? I've given it a lot of thought, and as much as I would love for this to be a channel where people can search up information and be like, oh, what are some really good recipes, and like what is, you know, what benefits does zinc have, at the same time right now I just don't really have that much time and energy to commit to researching, making a really good video and posting it and editing it really well. To be honest, I just want to connect with you guys and make vlogs, and that is honestly what I know I love doing. I know that making vlogs is just my favorite thing. It's like my expression, my creativity, and it's nice to share my lifestyle in the mix of it to inspire you guys to implement it and share tips, I guess, on the way. But I don't really expect this channel to be super resourceful. It's really just gonna be vlogs, my daily life, you know, what I'm doing. I think that where I'm living and the situation and my path is pretty interesting, and I'd love to share it with you, especially because I am going on this new journey, which I want to share with you in a couple more videos down the line. I stopped doing YouTube because I forgot why I started my channel and like what exactly I wanted to do. But now I remember when I first started my YouTube channel, I just wanted to share. I just wanted to connect. I just wanted to create stuff, create something. We are all creators. We all create content and random things, so I feel like this is one of the things that I really enjoy doing. So for those of you, the small fraction of people who actually like that stuff, welcome to season 3, I want to call it, of Amanda, Apples and Amandas. And honestly, I might even change my YouTube name just because it's not like, I am vegan and I am a dietitian and I do encourage a plant-based diet, but at the same time, I just I want this channel to just be something where I like put random stuff out. And if that doesn't jive with you, if you're here for like the informational stuff and you're a really good resource for something, there are lots of other really great YouTube channels out there that I also watch for information. This is more like a leisure thing. So yeah, I feel like this is just gonna be like a channel relaunch of Apples and Amandas, or whatever I decide to call this channel. But I hope you guys stick around and hang out, and I hope you are enjoying the show so far. There are questions for this Q&A, but this video has gone on so long, so I'm going to separate it here. I'm going to answer the questions still, but I'll put them in another video. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. I hope you're having a wonderful morning, noon, day, or night, and I'll see you next time. I love you guys. Wait. Bye. But also I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for staying around, supporting me, you know, just being yourself, showing yourself love. It's really all I can think about. So yeah, bye.